Hello and what's up guys, it's Horton here once again, and here we are with episode 2 of our megacity. So this is the main island. We had already developed this neighborhood, we have developed the industrial district and everything. You've been with me so far in this episode. We're gonna develop an entire new neighborhood, and we're also gonna develop our expressway commercial zone. So I'm pretty excited for this episode because it's gonna be very interesting how this city turns out by the end of this episode. We're gonna, like, you see, this is the main island. Here is the downtown area where it's gonna be our exclusive downtown zone. This north part of the island, we're gonna develop some high-class neighborhoods with executive and elites. So for now, we're just gonna be doing like this part right over. You see, the population is 16,000 for now, and workers are also about a healthy number of workers we have right now. Oh god. This area I think is very prone to fires. Every now and then there's a fire. In the last episode we had the garden fire, and this time it's here. I don't know what's happening, but well, we'll figure it out as time goes. For now we're gonna develop like this zone here, this empty area, and for this we have to like develop an entire new neighborhood here, and this is gonna be also exciting. Although I'm not going for something extraordinary here, you know, we're gonna keep it pretty simple but also a little bit special. So, you know, when by the end of this episode, when it turns out, you're gonna be pretty happy about it. So the choice of roads is important, and I think this one works best. And here we're gonna develop the commercial zone for this neighborhood. This is gonna be the main part where we're gonna spend some time developing a custom commercial zone here. We need to choose a nice roundabout, so we're using the roundabout tool. I think this looks pretty nice here, and this is gonna be our main commercial zone for this neighborhood, and we're gonna custom design it. So stay with me as we go on this journey of developing this entire new neighborhood. So first of all, we lay down some like main streets in the neighborhood that are gonna like connect the main arterial road to the rest of the like residential streets. And I want to keep it like, once again, like very natural and not very extraordinary, but I promise you we're gonna develop an extraordinary neighborhoods as we go on to the northern part of this island, because I'm pretty excited for that project. But until we reach that, we need to gain some population. We need to like run the city a little bit. In this episode, we're also gonna fix some traffic issues that we're gonna have like on the expressway and the first neighborhood. I think this looks nice, and it looks pretty natural and normal. And here I have to be careful because I don't wanna touch my custom commercial zone here, the market. I want it to look a bit planned, like. And these are the small residential roads that we're gonna build all across, so for the houses and stuff. And this neighborhood is being planned for well-educated Sims who are gonna be a part of our commerce and our office workforce. So this is the aim here. I also want to keep a little bit area for the park, neighborhood park. I think this will be nice for the neighborhood park, and let's just develop around it. Later on we also have to give them like city services and schools and stuff. For now it looks pretty nice as we go developing just randomly but naturally. So that's the most exciting part, you know, that we can develop like random neighborhoods, but at the end, when you finish developing the neighborhood, it looks like pretty different and unique. Although I'm not aiming once again for anything extraordinary here. I just want to plan and grow my population of like educated Sims, because this neighborhood is not gonna be something very special, but as the episode goes, you're gonna figure out that actually it's also gonna be pretty special. Because once you start, the beauty is that once you start, you're just thinking, okay, let's just develop some random neighborhood and just for the population to move in until we reach the point that we can develop our special zones. But when you actually start working on it, it becomes really interesting, and you start to gain some more interest, and at the end it turns out to be unique and different and beautiful, and that's the beauty of it. It's exactly what we did with our industrial district. I never wanted to spend any time on developing the industrial district because I wanted it to be just random and boring and not very special, but you see how it turned out. Really exciting. So after giving all the services here for this neighborhood, let's beautify a bit, and I think we're ready to go. We're gonna plan some residential zones for the Sims to move in, as our commercial demand is like never going down. I don't know, because the Sims are educated, so they don't want to work in the industries. They actually want to work in offices and commercial buildings, and that is what we are aiming for here. A neighborhood for Sims who want to work in our commercial zones, which we're gonna develop just right about now after I finish zoning this. I'm very excited because once I finish this part of the town, my job will be almost done, and then we can move on to some more exciting and really what I've been waiting for, like the luxury neighborhoods, and we're gonna plan them like very different and unique and give them like different looks, and really spend a lot of time into developing some very unique and extraordinary neighborhoods. So this is gonna be our commercial zone here that is to be custom developed, but for now we're just gonna zone, and let's place a plaza inside and see how it goes. Oh wow, I think that looks pretty nice. It fit very nicely, and oh wow, it looks very nice. So you guys, comment down below what do you think about this plaza here, because I really like it. I want to know your ideas about, maybe just place it here somewhere. Okay, so our commercial zone is starting to take shape, but actually we just want to build a custom commercial zone here. I want to spend some time building like custom buildings here, and because I want this commercial zone to be a bit special than the rest of the neighborhood that we're developing, and for that we have to place custom buildings and parking lots, because you see the parking spaces nobody's using right now, so we actually need to place, I think, parking zones custom, like manually. Oh, this doesn't look nice. Okay, let's go with this road and let's place our parking zones on this, and for that we have to like custom go here. Okay, yeah, this looks good, and this fits very well. And now the Sims are gonna actually, yeah, they started using the parking lot immediately. Of course, this is what I was aiming for, to develop a custom road where Sims have enough places to park their cars, to go visit the commercial zone, shopping, grocery, whatever. By the end, this is gonna look pretty amazing. For now, let's just place the parking lots, and then we are also gonna place our custom commercial buildings, because I don't want just random buildings to grow, and I don't want actually buildings with parking lots, because we have enough parking. So let's demolish that and maybe go onto developing. Yeah. So I'm gonna develop some buildings which do not have their custom parking lots, or maybe if they have their custom parking lot, it's not very apparent, because I want the Sims to park on the road because we have enough parking spaces. And I want to also develop some like different kinds of buildings, so it doesn't look like homogeneous. Yeah, here we have some restaurants and cafes, which is pretty nice. The Sims can come for a bit of leisure, meeting friends or whatever. Okay. So here we have removed our commercial buildings with parking lots. So now Sims have no option but to just park on the road, and I think it's gonna work. Okay, we've got to make all of them historical so that they don't upgrade or change into some random building that we don't want there, as we did in our industrial district, which turned out to be pretty nice at the end. And yeah, the distance from the road is also not gonna be homogeneous because I want them to look different, you know. So that's the beauty of this game. Like, you can of course keep developing your city like randomly, but also you can develop some special zones which you really want to put your effort into to make them unique, to make them beautiful, and to make them more realistic. Okay, so our zone is working properly. Wow, very nice. Well done. Wow, I really like it. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of this zone? I think it's pretty amazing. I like it very much. I want your opinions too. Once again, mate, I forgot to make them historical. Okay, no worries. We're gonna do that. And the buildings are pretty much the way we want them to be. And this road with parking lot leading to the plaza, it's really nice. It's gonna be the boom of this neighborhood. Very nice. Sims are walking, Sims are going around, they're parking their cars. So what do you think, guys? Leave your comments down below. I'm very interested in knowing your opinion, and let's just play some random commercial zones, as our commercial demand is still high definitely because in the new neighborhood many Sims are moving in, and because they have access to education and stuff, and we did not restrict that like in the industrial district. So they obviously want some nice jobs. Our park also looks pretty nice. So this neighborhood has a nice park. I like it. Actually, I like this neighborhood more than the other one that we developed already, like the across the expressway. What do you think? I'm very interested in your opinion. Okay, look, our industrial district, we didn't want to spend any time over here, but you see how it turned out? I just wanted it to just grow at a fast pace so that we have enough workforce for the industries, but now it has really developed into something very interesting, and I'm actually starting to take more interest in developing the industrial zone because, I don't know, it looks nice. It makes me feel satisfied. Let's just plan over here some more residential zones for our industrial workforce. I just don't want the roads to be random, but I also don't want them to be very well planned. So let's see, what can we do here? Maybe this one. Yeah, this one crosses under the line to the other side. That's very nice. Improving connectivity so we don't have all the traffic going through a main arterial road. And wow, that has taken shape. Wow, I started randomly developing roads, but now it has taken shape. I like it. Let's fill in the gaps and make some more commercial zone for our workforce industrial Sims. Here we can design some high density commercial. Oh, that building looks nice. Make it historical. And over here. Okay. So our industries are working fine. Our roads are not congested with traffic. We have like a very good flow in our industrial district. Actually, it's not just the industrial district, it's the industrial island, I would like to call it. And you can also see here as a commercial zone. And actually now we're gonna come to the main point of the episode. That is to develop the expressway, the first phase of the expressway commercial zone. I want to place maybe custom buildings first, and let's see how it grows, and from there we can move on. You know, by now you must have understood my habit is just to like randomly start something, and then as it takes shape, then my interest increases, and then I take more effort and more time to develop it, and at the end it completely turns out to be something very different, very unique, and very interesting. Initially I never planned about this, but that's the way I built my city. Maybe we have to see you. There are long traffic lines, and definitely now we're gonna come to the point where we have to do a first traffic adjustment. I would change the lane speed for the middle lane so that more cars, more sims use the middle lane. But I feared that all of them would start using the middle lane later on. But well, we'll see what happens. If it turns out to be okay, or maybe then we have to make some other adjustments. I might also I want to make it also a bit different, a little bit unique. Maybe change the roads, and no, maybe something with trees would be nice. This one not. This is very typical. I don't want it to be typical because the expressway is one of the... Oh, that looks very nice. Okay, we're gonna go ahead with this road because the expressway is one of the most important areas, because the Sims enter the city through expressway, and this is gonna be a main commercial zones here, and I want it to be like different and unique and nice. And this is the first phase. Remember, this is the first phase of our expressway. Okay, now it looks much better. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm very interested in knowing what you think about this. Okay, now they've started using the center lane. Oh damn. We have to make some big adjustments now. I don't want them to like only make lines in just one lane. And what's happening over here? Okay, now we're gonna go with our big overhaul of this part. Okay, we gave them enough room. Okay, now it's looking nice, but here I think we have to make more adjustments over here, because the traffic once again starts building up in just one lane, and we don't want it like that. Actually, we can use AI features to make better traffic flow, but that also uses a lot more PC power, and I don't have a powerful PC for now. Oh, that's a very disappointing thing for me, you know. But I gotta do what I gotta do with what I've got, so that's why I'm not gonna use the AI feature for about now. Maybe later, definitely, perhaps we're definitely gonna use it later. But for now, let's just try to manually adjust how we can, because this is also a very interesting part when you face such situations where the traffic is congested, and you know you can fix it, but it takes like really interesting developments to actually do that. And I really like this part of the game where we have to fix the traffic, or maybe build public transportation systems and stuff like that. That we will also be doing later on, perhaps not in this episode. Okay, because our existing public transportation system is, I think, working all right. Here also we've got the same problem with all the traffic building up in just one lane. I don't know why they don't just go on and use the other lane. Well, I know, I understand why they do it, but I'm gonna change the lane speed and see if we can just deal with this just by changing lane speed. Otherwise, we'll also have to make some bigger adjustments over here. But you know, guys, you see how interesting this is, and I'm really very eager to get your opinion on certain developments in the city. I'm very much looking forward to your thoughts also, because remember, this is a city that we will develop together, and there is more to come, but this is a very ambitious project. We're gonna push more than 200,000 people over here, and that is definitely gonna take a lot of effort, and that's definitely not coming with less problems. So we've got a lot more problems to deal with in the future, but for now, our city, as it's developing, we're also gonna solve the problems as it goes. Now the traffic flow has become a bit better. It can certainly be improved. You see here also, I just started randomly fixing the traffic, and okay, once again we have this problem. No problem, we will come to this very soon again, but what is happening here? We don't want high rises here. We don't want skyscrapers cluttering our expressway. We want it to be like old school expressway with just like high commercial buildings, but not high rises. We don't want high rises. That's exclusive to our amazing downtown. So maybe just plan this strip, this commercial strip, and we go to policies and change to the high-rise ban. So perhaps that will work, but I doubt it, because there are many custom buildings that I have here, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work with those custom buildings like the ones that just grew out now. We're also gonna raise the taxes on office and commercial here, because this is the main commercial area. So like the whole city is gonna flow through this area, and this has to be more expensive. Okay. Oh, we have a shortage of labor. Of course, this was expected. But it looks nice. The roads are nice and clear, and we have our side road for our commercial zone and the main expressway just unhindered. Maybe we have to like delete it custom. Like let's delete all of this. We need more residential zones, of course, because the labor workforce is required for a new commercial zone. You see how our new neighborhood is developing at a rapid pace. I'm very happy and very satisfied. And I hope you guys are also enjoying this, because I'm enjoying this, and my goal here is that we all develop the city together. And for that matter, I need your suggestions, I need your ideas, and also your opinions about how I could have done it better, or maybe designed something different or whatever. This is gonna be a bit of a special part of this neighborhood, because it's more planned and it looks more nicer than the rest of this neighborhood. And for that matter, and it's also like around our main commercial zone that is looking absolutely amazing. That is really giving this neighborhood a different vibe. Okay, once again there is traffic issue, but we're gonna come to that. Let's first solve our issue with the high-rise commercial zones, and perhaps place something different here. Okay, let's let the commercial grow randomly. Let's see how it turns out. If it turns out according to us, I think it's okay. What should I name it? Oh, I settled with blue area because it's all commercial, so I don't know. It's a very boring name. Definitely we're gonna change that. I want your opinions also about what should I name my blue area commercial zone. It should be something more interesting, definitely. So please comment your names down below, and I'm really interested, and I want to change this place to something different according to your ideas. Okay, now we have to increase the land value of this place, so for that matter we have to provide like hotels and stuff. And maybe some plazas for the Sims to enjoy, sit, and have a nice time in our exclusive commercial zone of blue area. It looks nice, it looks good. Now we have some leisure buildings, we have our hotels. So it's kind of a mixed place, so that like there are plazas, there are hotels, there is also commercial. That's gonna improve the value of this place and also gonna make it like exclusive. Okay, what's happening here? Let's try to fix the traffic now. We need to change the speed, lane speed, and also we need to fix this, the lane turn and the lane change issue, so that the Sims don't use just one lane to go forward. And now I think it's taking some shape. I think it's good. It's very interesting, guys. You see how we've just started to grow and how the traffic has also started to grow a lot, and now we have to actually really fix the traffic over here. Okay, now I think it's flowing nicely. Wow, nice. Okay, let's do the same thing over here at the expressway, because we don't want all of them to just use one lane. That's the issue with City Skylines, you know, that there's a little bit of this programming issue where the Sims actually don't understand, are kind of like dumb. Okay, for now it looks alright. Oh, although there's lots of traffic, there's a lot of cars, but I want to just like make it function for now, because we're not gonna spend a lot of time for now on the traffic, because definitely the traffic congestion is gonna grow a lot, and for that we also have to develop some public transport systems and maybe better roads or something. But for now, oh god, once again there are these high-rises I don't like. I don't want them. What's happening? I just have toggled the high-rise ban, but apparently it does not work on the custom buildings, and it's okay. It's not a problem, because by the end of this episode, our expressway, first phase of our expressway commercial zone is gonna look pretty nice. Don't worry about it. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna build it. I think there's okay, police. Yeah. The fire department is working properly. Maybe place another one. So the blue area. Boring name, but still, I don't know. I want your opinions. I want your suggestions. You name it. Okay, once again, there is this problem with high-rise, and oh well, they look very, very exclusive and nice, but I can't have them here because I don't want them here. You belong to the downtown. Wait a minute. Let's go to the downtown phase, and then you can develop as much as you want. But for now, we just want it to be, yeah, let's place some buildings, custom buildings, and let's see afterwards. Maybe make them historical. I don't know, let's see. Okay. It apparently functions. Let's see how it looks now. Come on. And there we go. Wow. It looks pretty big, doesn't it? Wow. Oh my god, that looks pretty big and very, very realistic. The traffic is flowing through the middle. The commercial zones have their own roads at the sides. It's very natural, very realistic, and it's definitely a big part of our city project. Wow. I'm very happy with it. For now, if you have any suggestions about some changes or some improvements that we can do let me know in the comments down below. So this is the part which I'm excited about, the downtown, the northern district here. I don't know what to do right now, but as we go, we're gonna plan, as I always do. Okay, our beloved industrial district. Oh, looks very nice. I never intended that, but... So So land value is getting better, although it's still not much better over here, but it's alright. We're gonna fix that. For this episode, that's about it, and do let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm very eager to know your opinions. And you see the new neighborhood has been developed, our blue area is there, and I'll see you guys in the next video with the next episode. And in the next episode, there's gonna be a lot more different things that's gonna happen. So I'm very excited about the next episode, because I'm gonna give you a hint. We're not gonna work on our main island project. So that is the most exciting thing. We're not gonna work on the main island project. So it's your guesses. Also drop your guesses down below. What are we gonna do? Because we're gonna do something very, very different for the next episode. And stay tuned, like the video, comment down below, and be with me as we continue this journey of this great megacity.